Breaking news: produce Kanu in court or forget Anambra elections, Ohaeneze tells Nigeria government. The news details. The Ohaeneze Ndigbo worldwide on Saturday charged the federal government to ensure that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Ñnamdi Kanu, is arraigned in court on October 21. The Ohaeneze Secretary General, Okechukwu Izigozoro, made the call in a statement in Abakaliki, Ebonyi State. He said the federal government's failure to arraign Kanu in court would mar the Anambra State governorship election, slated for November 6. The IPOB leader, who is detained by the Department of State Services, DSS, was arraigned by the government on an 11-count charge of treason, treasonable felony, terrorism, and illegal possession of firearms, among others, at the Federal High Court, Nigeria. Izigozoro noted that the activists' arraignment would end the unrest in the southeast. He slammed the southeast governors for failing to address the challenges in the region. The statement read, "The practical steps to ensure peaceful Anambra governorship elections, devoid of any kind of violence and chaotic uneasiness, is for federal government to produce Ñnamdi Kanu to face his trials in court without further delay. We are ashamed to admit that some Southeast governors are now spokesmen for the presidential villa. Their public postures and assertions depict casually to the traditional norms and cultural heritage of what Igbo is known for. We are embarrassed by the way these governors grant interviews without any consideration of the negative impact and consequences of their utterance to the public. These shows of shame must end instantly. We are disgusted by the discovery through the governor of Anambra, Willie Obiano, that President Muhammadu Buhari is not in the know or approved of the presidential threats to declare a state of emergency in Anambra. Our suspicion is reinforced by these findings. There are also the possibilities that President Buhari is not aware of the wavering in the arraignment of Ñnamdi Kanu in court, and the Office of Attorney General should dispute the fact that the office had not been hijacked for rogue operations against the Southeast. If federal government fails to produce Ñnamdi Kanu in court on October 21, 2021, subsequently, it will be breeding ground for various reasons why Anambra elections might be marred with irregularities and violence. The Ohaeneze is telling the Nigeria government that they should produce Kanu in court October 21, 2021, or they should forget Anambra election. That if Ñnamdi Kanu, who is the IPOB leader, is not produced in court, is not seen in court on the prescribed date, October 2021, then the election will be marred. The election will not hold. The election that was slated for November 6. The IPOB leader, who is detained by the Department of State Services, was arraigned by the government on an 11-count charge of treason, terrorism, and illegal possessions of firearms, among others, at the Federal High Court, Abuja. Izigozoro slammed the Southeast governors for failing to address the challenges in the region. Instead, they are busy around saying it is the IPOB that is causing killings, terrorism, and all sorts in the state. Some Southeast governors are now spokesmen for the presidential villa. They now go for meetings, interviews without consideration of the negative impacts and consequences of their utterance to the public. The show of shame must end instantly if they want the election to go on as slated October 2021. October 21, 2021, the IPOB leader, Ñnamdi Kanu, must be seen in court, or less the election will not hold. There will be irregularities and violence in the election. So they are telling the federal government to produce Ñnamdi Kanu, and if they fail, it will be breeding ground for various reasons why Anambra elections might be marred with irregularities and violence. This is coming in when Ohaeneze worldwide tells IPOB to take over the streets of Abuja. A message has been sent to the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, by Ohaeneze Ndigbo worldwide. The Igbo Socio-Cultural Association asked the proscribed group to desist from imposing a sit-at-home order in the southeast. Recall that the group threatened to lock down the region if the federal government fails to produce Ñnamdi Kanu, its leader, in court on October 21. In a statement issued on Wednesday, September 22, Okechukwu Izugozuru, the Secretary General of Ohaeneze Ndigbo worldwide, said the federal government will be forced to produce Ñnamdi Kanu if 60 million IPOB members can storm Abuja. It was reported that Ohaeneze had earlier called for the people to ignore the sit-at-home. Recall that the former governor of Enugu State, Chimaroke Ñnamdi, had expressed deep concern over the sit-at-home directive by IPOB. Ñnamdi said the order is against the Igbo's interests and has negatively affected the economy and social life in the southeast. The lawmaker said the Igbo character is defined by hard work, noting that the sit-at-home order is antithetical to these traits and a betrayal of Igbo interests. Group predicts the end of sit-at-home. A report by the SB Modern Intelligence had earlier indicated that residents were becoming tired of the sit-at-home order on Monday. The outlawed group made the decision after its leader, Kanu, was arrested and extradited by Nigerian authorities. According to the report, support for the IPOB was steadily declined on a daily basis. Ohaeneze is telling the federal government to make sure Ñnamdi Kanu is seen in court October 21, 2021, unless the Anambra election will not hold. It will cause violence and irregularities. Thank you, my listeners, for listening. Do have a good day and God bless you.